Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to this Teachers' Day special event. That is, Ask Me Anything About Personal Finance. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm here to discuss more about personal finance. And you can ask any questions related to that. First of all, Happy Teachers' Day for all those who feel that you are a teacher, you have transformed any of the lives in your life, and maybe some people have changed themselves because of you. You need not to have a degree, you need not to have a doctorate for that to change others' life. Maybe you can be a teacher in anyone's life. So I wish you all a very best, and like I wish you all Happy Teachers Day on regarding to that. Thank you so much. And today, as we are going live, if you can see me, yes, no problem. If you can see me and hear me, give me thumbs up. Or yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. So today's session we will take in this way. First of all, we will see I will ask some of the questions related to your journey and about your personal finance. If you feel stuck somewhere, like you can type in the chat box. Simultaneously, I will put a link in the chat box and in YouTube live comment session description, where you can click the link and like you can ask your question. So I'll go and read that question and I will try to answer that question if it is within my limit. Okay. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Let me share the link first. Okay, give me a second. Okay, in Zoom, I have posted, so you can ask your question there. Simultaneously, I just post. Okay, give me a second. Okay, till then, those who are in like Zoom, you can type the questions there. Okay, give me a second, I'll just post a link here for this to ask the question. Okay, thank you so much. Those who are even joining YouTube as well. Okay, Jenny Fernandez, Haran, Alex, thank you so much for that. And those who join in Zoom, like Cherian, Pramila, thank you so much for joining here. Okay, let's connect the bridge now. So what is the important thing here which I wanted to discuss today? That is like, tell me one thing about your teacher, how and which way your teacher has changed your life, transformed your life. Do you remember any of the teachers so closely today? Because today is a Teacher's Day. I hope everyone of you have wished your teacher, right? Okay, if you have done that, please type in the chat box, or like in the, if you are in a YouTube, like in comment section, like who is your favorite teacher and why she or he is your favorite teacher? What is the special thing they have done in your life? Yes, quickly, let me check the answers, some answers. Okay, I'm going to teach about you reached age 63. No problem, Haran. Thank you so much for that, for sharing that. You are here to learn something. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for joining here. Okay. So your question is, I'll come back to your question later. That is, you asked like, I have 1 lakh, how to invest. So it is, we cannot answer this question directly unless and until if we know, or if I know what is your background and what is your goal, why you wanted to invest that money, and for which duration you wanted to keep that money, and when you wanted that money back. Okay, there are a lot of things which is included in your personal finance. So that is what we have to understand first. This is like you are going to a doctor and you are, when you say that I have this problem, so doctor normally will not give you immediate solution, right? He wanted to dig back and find out what is the actual root cause of the problem. Okay, I'm not saying that this is your problem. Okay, this may be like you wanted to find this 1 lakh rupee or whatever the investment you have that is worth investing. Yes. Okay. You wanted to get it double shortly. Okay. There is no secret where you can double your money shortly. Okay. Double your money shortly, because there's a strategy. And if you're going for some quick schemes, maybe there is a lot of chances you can lose out that money. The very important aspect you have to understand in personal finance, that is patience and discipline. When you have a patience and when you are disciplined in your investments, then definitely it will give you good fruit. Okay, so that's the important thing you have to understand here. Okay, so in intraday trading you can do, but if you don't have a skills or knowledge that 90% of the people who are investing in intraday, rather than making money, they are losing out that money with the intention when they are making, I want quick income, or like I want to double my money immediately. Okay, so thank you so much for asking that question, Haran. Okay, if you have any question, we will answer that later. Okay, so before coming, like I will come back to you here and we will discuss a little bit about like what are the things which we can discuss today and what are the things which is important. Okay, I didn't get any question, any answer which I asked the question like, who is your favorite teacher, and like why she is a favorite teacher, what is the transformation they have done in your life. Okay, you can type in the chat box. Okay, who is your favorite teacher and like why she or he is your favorite teacher. Definitely, I know that your answer maybe there is some changes in your life because of that favorite teacher. I hope so. Yes. Okay. If that is the case, the transformation has done through the teacher. That means there was a mentor or coach or teacher which who helped you to change your life. Okay. Now, this personal finance is also a journey, and this journey is not one-day journey. I must say that you have to learn about personal finance each and every day, because every day there is some changes. Every day there is some updates. Every day there is some you have to change your money mindset, and you have to change your management skills in such a way that that money has to come till your end. Even there are many people who wanted to give that money for their next generation as well. When you think about you, your family, and for the next generation, there are a lot of things which is included here. You cannot plan for only one day, because your lifestyle is changing, your life cycle is changing, your goals are changing, your priorities are changing. When you change all these things, okay, and money involved in every day-to-day activities, you should be very sure enough, or like you should be very wise enough to make a decision about your personal finance. There was a saying that you should be on the table. You should be on the table, not on the menu. Okay, if you are not on the table, you are in the menu. That means somebody else is deciding for you what you have to do. You have to be on the table means you have to decide what you want in your life, right? So it is same way, like if you are not able to manage your money, if you are not able to understand what is the basics of personal finance, then maybe somebody else is taking control of your money, or maybe somebody else is advising you, and maybe that advice may not be suitable for you. That advice or decision, whatever they are taking on behalf of you, that may be useful for them. So now it is your responsibility. You cannot blame anyone else. It may be your parents. It may be for the education system. It may be the government, or it may be the environment. You cannot blame anyone. Of course, we have gone through all those situations, right? All those situations. Even I always say that our education system has broken, because our education system is teaching us all those things which is required to line the career, and maybe it is taking a lot of money from us, from our parents, when we get educated. Even after a certain year, you wanted to upgrade, it will take a lot of time and money, right? But the sad part is, in our education system, there is nowhere it is teaching that what is personal finance, how you have to manage your money. Let me tell you one example here. Like before going ahead, maybe I can tell you briefly about me. Because I have 15 years of experience in this finance industry. Like I have started my journey as soon as I got my first 5,000 salary when I was teaching to DED college. And on that day, I started writing each and everything, like where I'm spending my money, where I'm from where I'm getting those money. And I have that book still now. Every year, every month, I'm managing that. Now in a structured way, I'm managing, because at that time, I didn't have any personal financial education. I was doing by my own way. And it has taken me too much time to understand about personal finance. And I started investing my money in different ways. And even I have experienced some losses in my life, because nobody was there to tell me that this is right and this is wrong. And this is where you can make money with compounded interest. So over a period of, I can say maybe 10 years of my journey, even though I was earning money, my money was not multiplied. My money was not multiplied. So even though I made money, I was getting passive sources of income. With that confidence, I started my businesses. Some businesses was flourished, some businesses was not. So I got a confidence with that reason, with that passive sources of income itself, I got a confidence to leave my government job. Then I started exploring about MBA. I did MA, then I did PhD. Then I started on one fine day, even I lost some money in some of the businesses, as well as some investment which I have done, and maybe some decisions which I have taken quickly. And then later I realized that this is not the thing which I want. Then I started going and attending some of the workshops which is related to personal finance. Then I could able to understand that, okay, I'm into this field, but still I'm doing same mistake. And I can change. And I took a mentorship from those people, and I found out that what is right and what is wrong. Then my interest has more evolved in this industry. And I thought that, okay, whatever I'm learning, whatever I'm earning, okay, I have to utilize it properly, and I have to help more people in my journey. And one fine day, all of you know, during COVID, everyone started, like, you can see that even those who are professionals, those who are graduates, postgraduates, those who earn a lot of money in their life, they were in a financial mess. They had a lot of money and they lost that money. I was in BNI at that time, and I remember one person who was from same BNI, he was telling me, Maya, I had only 5 lakh insurance. And you know, the situation which has come in such a way that me, my family members, my father, mother, my son, my daughter, and my wife, everybody was hospitalized. And after 5 days, I lost my father. I could not able to come out and grieve properly. And the cremation has done so suddenly. All of a sudden, all these things happened. And after 15 days, I came out from the hospital. And at that time, my bill was 27 lakh rupees. And I had only 5 lakh coverage. Till that, I have never understood that, okay, I should have a more coverage. And now I am realizing, but it is too late. Tell me, friends, like to create that, whatever he lost 22 lakh rupees. Anyway, he had 5 lakh rupees coverage. 22 lakh rupees which he had lost, even though he is a businessman, to create that 22 lakh, he may require another 2 to 3 years of his life. So this is a situation which can happen if you don't have a personal financial education. And then I realized not only that is only a one example which I am sharing. And there were a lot of scenes or a lot of things which I have seen. At that time, I could able to understand what is the right investment, what is the education people has to get, why people are able to lose out their money, and why people are not able to save enough. And then I realized that, oh, this is where it is a gap. Even though people are educated, even though even though people are educated, they are, what I can say, they are holding big degrees. But when it comes to personal finance, people are in mess. People are tense. People are in anxiety. People are in depression. And people, because of that one word, money, as they were not able to manage that money, they were went through relationship issues. They were went through a lot of health issues. They could not able to upgrade themselves and they lost their job. They could not able to come out from the debt trap just to show off to the people. And without realizing why people are, what we can say that behind those luxury things. Recently, like when I was sharing like this one person, I could not tell his name, but he said that I am just 42 now. I'm not married. I have my mother. The simple thing which I wanted to share here is I'm looking for a job now. 6 months over, my company has laid off. And I was earning 1.5 lakh rupees per month. It was a big amount. 1.5 lakh rupees per month is a big amount. And I asked him, like, how you lost the money? And he said that I lost my house. I asked him, why you lost your house? What is the reason? He said, no, I spent 75 lakh rupees for my interiors. Think about it now. And I took loan and I could not able to repay that loan. And within 6 months, bank has taken out my house. And on the same time, all the challenges came together. I didn't have insurance for my mom and I spent 6 lakh rupees for my mom's treatment. Now she's okay. Now she's doing only one job. She's praying for me to get a job. That's it. She don't have any other thing to do. And now I'm staying in a single room rented house. So sad, na? It is so sad to see that educated people are getting into this trouble. And at present, he is ready to do any job because he wants money to feed himself and for his mother. So these things can happen in anybody's life if you are not able to manage your money when you have it. Okay, so if you have any question, okay, any formula for personal financial management? Haran, thank you so much for asking that question. Okay, there is no any one specific formula. I can give you some important nuggets here. Maybe you can pick some of the things from there. The first thing which I wanted to share here for managing personal finance, live within your means. I'm not saying that you should not enjoy your life. You have to enjoy your life. But not on the cost that when you don't have money, by taking loan, you cannot enjoy your money. When you have money, you enjoy it. But when you don't have money, there are many scenes or many situations which I have gone through, even in my family, even in my extended family, and even I have seen with my friends circle and in my colleagues. I've seen that people are taking loan just to show off. People are buying houses just to show off their family members, just to show off their colleagues that even I have one house. House is not the ultimate thing. And you have to think before you spend money, you have to think whether I'm able to afford the same thing twice. The reason behind this is, suppose, for example, you are taking an iPhone. And when you take an iPhone, you have to ask yourself, can I have enough money to buy another iPhone immediately? The reason behind that is, suppose if that iPhone is fallen down and maybe cracked and it was not able to recover it, can you pay the same amount of money? It may be 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh rupees. Are you able to afford that? If that is the case, you can buy it. If not, then that is not the right time to buy that luxury items or whatever. I'm not saying that you should not buy iPhone. You can, you should. But if you are using that iPhone maybe for your business purpose, maybe out of that, when you investing that 1.5 lakh rupees for that iPhone and you are getting some income out of that, that is okay. But you're just using for fun, you are just using for like showing up, then it is not the way to buy the luxury things. In the same way, like when you are buying a house and you are not using it properly and you are not able to pay off the EMI, even though if there is layoff, next 6 months, are you having a sufficient, what I can say that emergency fund? Means 3 to 6 months of your expenses, whether you have secured it or not. If suppose that is the case, if you take that person, if suppose he had 6 months of his emergency fund, he would have able to pay that EMI without anything, and he could able to peacefully concentrate on his job, and he would able to apply for many companies, and at least one or the other way he could able to figure it out and he could able to get the job. But now the situation is different. He cannot able to concentrate because here his mom is in hospital. He has to arrange the money for her hospitalization. Here bankers are following for not paying the EMI. He has to arrange those things. He is in a stress. He is in a depression. How he can concentrate on his what we can say that his job? That is a problem. So that is why this is another important nuggets. Maybe you can take it out. Have minimum 3 to 6 months of your emergency fund ready. What is emergency fund? At least every month, whatever your expenses are there, it includes your EMI, maybe like your necessities, bills, payments, whatever you have to do. Maybe if you have a children, for their children's education, whatever the day-to-day expenses is there, along with that. So like maybe insurance premiums you have to pay, which you cannot avoid it. You cannot tell them that I don't have money today and I'm not paying up insurance premium, but give me coverage. You cannot ask that, right? So that is the reason. So you have to prepare that emergency fund. That is the one tip, maybe that is a one formula. Okay. Second, you have to have a budget. What is budget? You just think about any organization. Before they start any work, they will prepare a budget. They will find out what is the income they may get, what is the expenses that may occur. If suppose they are not able to get that income, are they able to sustain for some time? Or how they are managing? This is what we have to do. But as a layman, like what is the mistakes, what people are doing? They are busy with all other activities. Unfortunately, they are not taking care of the budget, which is simple. You have to just list down what is your income. You have to list down what is your expenses. And you have to figure it out. Your income has to go where? You have to give the direction. Because this is your money. It is in your control. If you are not giving direction to your money, that money is going somewhere else without your notice. And at that time, at the end of the month, you may be realizing that, oh my God, where is my money? I could not even realize that where it has gone because there was no proper budget with you. I must say, I must congratulate all my students or like participants who were 30 days challenge, money mastery challenge, who were participated in that. They have gone through each and every step every day and they have prepared their budget. So this is what it is required. This is what which is missing in our education system. It is so simple and we are not so habituated for that. And maybe we are doing for 1 month and later we are forgetting. Suppose if you have done this from the beginning of your career and you are in a systematic way or like you are in a disciplined way, you are so disciplined and you can start that journey every day. You can, because it is money is involved here. You have to make sure that money is going to our right places. That is called the budget. And next important maybe formula I can give you, that is a money management system. If you check out with some of, if you maybe, do you know any of the wealthy people in your life? Forget about those rich people in the list of all those like what you can say, top 500 and all. In your own life, have you seen any wealthy people? Type in the chat box. Okay. My illiterate mother could be able to bear marriage expenses for my 5 sisters from my father's monthly salary 5,000 during 1980 to 2005. Thank you so much, Haran, for sharing this. Because even our parents were better financial managers in their own way. Even though they didn't have an education, even though they never gone to a school, but they were saving little bit of amount. Even though, as you said that, even though your father was bringing 5,000 rupees, maybe she is keeping separately some amount for your sister's marriages. And she is so, and at that time, even at that time, FD was giving good returns. But today we cannot just keep, we can say that, we cannot say that my mom has done like that or my dad has done like that. So I'll also keep my money like that. We cannot say like that, okay? So, but because you can see that 5%, 6% senior citizens are getting maximum 7% rate of return. But your inflation itself 7%. Again, you have to pay the tax for that. So it is very minimal return which you are getting, which is not able to beat the inflation. So you have to think in a different way. And now you have a lot of other investment options as well. If you count, like I can count like maybe more than 10 investment options you have. Maybe some of you, maybe normally the people like know only about FD, only about RD, and then maybe some people are investing in insurance, or maybe some people are like maybe peer-to-peer lending, that buddy, like we are people are giving for monthly buddy, like or monthly interest, that is peer-to-peer lending. And apart from that, the next generation, new generation, which is investing mutual fund stocks. And there are AIF, and then maybe like PMS, portfolio management system. NPS, government has given some options there. PPF, PF, NPS, that is National Pension Scheme. Then National Security, like NSC. So all these lot of options are available. But when you select an investment option, it is not based on what others have invested. It is everybody's personal goals are different. The duration when they wanted to get that money is different. And the amount of income, whatever they are getting, that is different. Expenses is different. And maybe their desires, lifestyle is different. So we cannot fix one planning for everyone. So that is why personal finance is very, very important for in everyone's life. Otherwise, what will happen? Normally, people lose out their money because they will ask somebody else, like, where you have invested, I will also invest there. and they will fall into the same trap. Maybe they were not able to get good enough money. Maybe there are a lot of chances are that people lose out their money, even the principal amount. I've seen like maybe many principals like lawyers, CAs, doctors, those who have invested their money in like some cooperative society, especially in Bangalore and Mumbai and all. And you may be knowing Kanwa Sawar, the cooperative bank, and Maharashtra cooperative bank, they have like gone. Like they have not able to recover that money. And even if you are keeping your money in FDs, government is giving surety only for 5 lakh rupees, not beyond that. So you have to be wise enough where you have to invest your money. Okay, any other questions? Like, let me check out the questions once. Okay. Wait a second, just I will check out the questions once. If any questions is there, till that you can chill, relax. Okay. Friends, there is a link. If you want to ask any question, you can ask the question there. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Cherian sir has mentioned about his teacher. Dr. Anil Tendulkar is a cardiac surgeon and respected teacher. Learned cardiac surgery steps from him and can speak to other about CV surgeons. Thank you so much for sharing that, Cherian. Thank you so much. Okay. So, okay. Now, let me come back to the point here. Okay. Okay, now next we will go to the next step, like what are the important things you have to take care when it comes to the personal finance. As I mentioned, there is not only one step. If I figure it out, like there are more than 10 to 12 steps you have to take care. You have to take care about your personal finance. About your personal finance. Okay. So the best important part that I already mentioned about budgeting. I already mentioned about like money management system. I wanted to give, because my students already know about that, or like the participants, the members who are my paid members of my community, they know about that. I just wanted to share this about others. So this may be one formula which Haran has asked, like to manage your money. That is create a jar. Even that is not my formula, that I learned from T. Havekar. So that is a simple formula. You have to create 6 jars. And what are those jars for? The first jar is for your passive sources of income, your peaceful retirement. You, as soon as the money comes to your bank account, like from your income, you have to invest minimum 10% there. So transfer that 10% to your like investment jar, that is like a financial freedom account, that we normally call as financial freedom account. When you invest there, you invest that money for long term, for your peaceful retirement, and that money has to give back your passive sources of income till you are there. So that is called financial freedom account. The second jar may be like it is for long-term savings for spending. Now, what is it? Long-term saving for spending. This is what you are spending. Maybe your children's education, maybe their marriage, or maybe your own luxury tour, or whatever it may be. It may be for long-term. You are not using it now. It may be 5 year plus, 3 year, or 10 year, or 15 year. When you invest that money, you are 100% sure that you are going to utilize that money. That is not for other purposes. That is only for related to that one purpose. So that is called long-term savings for spending. And the next important thing, maybe you can like utilize that money, that 55% for your necessities. And when it comes to necessities, that first jar 10%, second jar 10%, and this is third jar, which is necessities. And in necessities, like you can invest like 55%. No, it is not for investment, it is for your expenses. Okay, it may be like utilities, bills, everything. even including your EMI. And when it comes to EMI, make sure that your EMI will not cross more than 40% of your income. Why? Because if you spend more than 40% of your income, maybe you don't have left for your necessities. Then maybe for your necessities and emergencies, you have to put hand in front of others and ask for money. When you are asking money from others, the important thing which you have to remember, that is, you are asking for a debt. You are in a loan. And if you are not able to pay back that loan, again you have to take loan from somebody else. Then again you have to take like more loans and you go into some health issues. So that is why try to avoid, you should not cross more than 35 to 40% of your expenses. So limit to that. When you accumulate money, sufficient money, maybe then think of taking loan. If you are not able to pay off that loan and it is not less than 40%. That is the reason many of the youngsters today, maybe the working professionals, I know that as soon as they started earning, they think that, okay, home or house, buying house is a big asset and that will multiply your money. And unless and until you will not repay that money, it is not your asset, it is your banker's asset. Because tomorrow, if you are not able to pay back that money, they will come and seize your property anytime. So that's why it is not your asset till you pay back that money. So make sure that even though if you are earning 1.5 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees per month, not to worry. At least you should have 20% of the money which has to pay for the down payment. And your EMI, calculate EMI, how much EMI has to come. And that EMI has to be less than 40%. Then only you can survive. So this is a one biggest lesson you have to you may have to take and you have to think at whatever stage you are. You may be a starter, beginner, or like maybe you are a family man, whatever it may be. Don't go to the social norms. Tomorrow, if you are in trouble, nobody will come. Now for that person which I shared the example here, now he is in trouble. Those people asked him before that, do you have house? Are they coming and helping that person to pay that loan? And is there anyone who tell that, okay, now I will pay your loan and later you pay me? Nobody will come. Because nobody is interested in others' life. They are interested in their own life. The same way, when they are interested on their own life, why are you thinking about others? It is your life. You have a potential. Make use of that potential. And God and this universe has given enough to everyone. Only you are not tapping that opportunity. Ask and it shall be given to you. Maybe you are not asking and you are not getting the thing which you wanted to take. So that is the reason. So universe is having in abundance. Every person can have in abundance. Okay. So yes. Harren, for your questions, maybe like as I mentioned, like unless and until I don't know what is your goal and what purpose, I cannot answer that. Yes, I will trade. Okay, I will trade for long term, not for day trading. Okay, thank you for that. Maybe if you have any particular questions related to any of the particular product, maybe you can contact me later and we can have a discussion. Okay, so thank you so much for asking that question. Okay, so next important thing, which you maybe we can what I can say, maybe we can discuss here, that is about debt management. I have some points which I have already included here. Yes, debt management, how to manage your money, how to manage your debt. So if you have a lot of debt, figure it out, like what are the highest paying interest, where you are paying highest interest, and make sure that list one by one and try to recover those debt which you are paying most of the amount. So that, and here you need not to pay off at one shot. Maybe when you are getting bonus, when you are getting some lump sum money from various, maybe if you have invested in insurance earlier, maybe you are getting money back plan, or maybe some various other reasons. Maybe you have invested your money and you are getting lump sum amount at a time, then maybe you can use that money for that paying of that loan. And one portion, like for, there is no compromise on your investment, you invest there, let it grow one side by side, and one portion you dedicate it to pay little bit more for your debt management. Okay, I forgot to tell about another 3 jars. That is another one important jar which you can take off. That is lifelong learning. That is for your education. When you invest minimum 10% from your income to your education jar, you may be 60, you may be 80, you may be 80 plus. I have seen when I am taking a coaching from my mentors, there are people who are 75 plus. I have seen one lady who is 83 and she is taking a coaching. And when you take coaching, so it is your personal transformation. When you transform yourself, when you start loving yourself, other people are also start loving you. If you have any negative feeling about you, how others can trust you, right? So that is the reason you have to bring transformation on yourself. And that is what, this is also which is missing in our education system. Nobody teaches about personal transformation. They just teach about the skills or like knowledge, technical things, all those skills. And it will, now after spending 10, 20 years in their journey, and after they go through a lot of traumas, then they realize that, okay, I have to change myself. So it is better to invest on yourself, maybe learning, upgrading yourself so that you can earn more money. Because when you upgrade yourself, automatically money follows you because you are capable enough to attract the money. You are capable enough to manage your money. You are capable enough to, what I can say that, see the changes in your life. You are capable enough to attract more and more passive sources of income when you upgrade yourself. So 10% without any compromise, it has to go to your education jar. Next important thing, 10% it has to go to your play jar. Now what is play jar? It is for you. As I asked, tell me how many of you are loving yourself? You can raise your hand or type me in the chat box. How many of you are loving yourself? Okay, if you are so far, if you are liking my session, please like and subscribe to that and share it with others so that they can see themselves. They see this topic later, watch this topic later. Okay, if you are not yet done. Because I like my channel, I love myself, and I love the education which I am giving to others. So if you love, please share it with others, so that along with you, they can also be educate themselves about this personal finance. Okay. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you so much for your lovely message in the chat box. Your favorite teacher is me. Thank you so much for taking me as your teacher. Okay. Thank you so much for your wishes. I feel that I'm blessed to be here and like in my community where people are loving me so much. People are loving me so much. Yes. 10%, 10%, 55%, next 10%, not 25%. The 10% is for education and 10% is for play jar. Now I was discussing about play jar. That play jar is for you, for your own enjoyment, for your own enjoyment. Okay. That means because you are the one person who is taking care of your family. You are the one person who is sacrificing everything to give the best thing to your family. Now, if you're not feeling good, if you're not satisfied by yourself, then who is going to motivate you? Now, to motivate yourself, what is the best thing what you can give? Maybe you spend that 10% of your income only for you. Maybe you can go for a spa, gym, or like whatever you feel good. You can chill out, do a party or whatever, but don't cross the limit more than 10%. So that is what which I wanted to share you, because many people say that, okay, I have a permission to play, and a lot of the people spend 90% for on themselves and 10% for others. That is where they fall into the financial mess. I don't want anyone has to fall into that. And the last 5% has to go to your charity. What goes around, that comes around. Normally, the middle class people will think in this way. Once the money comes to me, then I will do a charity. Once the money comes to me, then I will do a charity. And for middle class people, the money never satisfied. That whatever the money comes, that never satisfied. Because we have a lot of like negative beliefs or lot of what we can say that anxieties or like a lifestyle you wanted to change, and whatever the money comes, it is not sufficient. And when you have when you can give a charity, so even in Bible, even in Quran, even in if you go to any Bhagavad Gita and all, you just see this one person, one portion of your income has to give to the society. Now, what is this society? And this is always I tell my community members, make sure that whenever you are doing a charity, make sure that that portion, it may be 5%, it may be 10%, that is going to the needy people and the right people. If you know them directly, please give it to them. If you don't know, give it to those people who are really working for them and they're making sure that that money is reaching to those people. If it doesn't know the source where that money is going, please don't do that charity, because that is not serving your purpose. Because it is an important thing that maybe the people who are using that money, they are living lavishly instead of spending that money for those needy people. So better to give that money from you, and you have a satisfied sleep, you have a nice sleep when you go to bed, and you know that you have seen the smile on the people when you have given that money. Okay, so this is what I just wanted to share today. This is an important hack. Maybe you can use it for you can use it for your money management system, what Haran has asked. Okay, is there any question? Let me check. Okay, nobody is asking question, no problem. I'll just go ahead and I just wanted to wrap it out, maybe another 10 minutes. I wanted to share the very important aspect which you have to take care in your personal finance. As I already mentioned, budget is a one thing. Money management system is another thing. I already discussed about emergency fund. That is another important thing. And I discussed few things about insurance. Please make sure that if your family is dependent upon you, you have sufficient term coverage, that is term insurance, and sufficient health coverage for everyone, even though they are not dependent upon you. Of course, you are the family, you are the part of the family. Then make sure that entire, including your children, including your spouse, including your mother and father, they are the parents. If they are in trouble tomorrow, as a child, you have to take care of them. Okay, so you have to make sure that you are protecting them as well. When you protect them, you protect your assets. And third important insurances which you have, that is an accidental insurance. Term insurance for your loved ones to create a safety net, health insurance for the medical emergencies, hospitalization, and accidental insurance for to cover the disability. Okay, these are the three important insurances you have to take care. And when it comes to investment, make sure that you are diversifying your investment. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket and lose out your money. If you don't know about the investments which you are doing with that, please don't go there. At least learn first how it works, whether it is suitable for your desired goals or not. If it is not, if you are not comfortable, please don't do that. Or take one financial expert and make sure that they are able to manage that. Otherwise, there are a lot of chances that you are losing out your money, because it is your hard-earned money. It takes a lot of time to create that money, and it takes few seconds to lose out your money. So don't lose out your hard-earned money from the silly mistakes what you are doing. Even not having right insurances, you can lose out all of your money. Okay. Then when it comes to investment, I already discussed that diversify your investment so that you can have a piece that I know that it is not like a straight line or like going always up. There is up and down in all of your investment options, whichever you are taking. It may be starting from debt to like high risky assets classes as well. But it is your duty when you diversify, you make sure that you have a peace of mind. Even though one is fallen, one is raising, and it depends upon your investment goal. You can have sufficient money when your investment, when your goal is nearing. then you should not be stressed at time. And the important thing which you have to take care, that is your income tax plan. When you are in India, you have to take, even when you are in abroad, like maybe you have to obey their tax laws. But in India, Indian government has given some options where you can save your taxes. Like under ATC, you can save like maybe 1.5 lakh rupees. And in ATD, if you are paying health insurance premium, you can pay up, you can save up to 1 lakh rupees if you are above 60, and if your parents are above 60, you are paying premium for both. And if you are above 60, up to 50,000, you can have exemptions. And maybe if you are below 50, maximum up to 50. That means below 60, maximum 50,000. That means 25,000 for you and 25,000 for your parents if they are less than 60. Apart from that, if you are doing any donations, and that is coming under ATG, so there also you can save out your money. And then maybe like there are a lot of investment options which is available. Then you can, when government is giving NPS, that even more than 1.5 lakh rupees, if you say on and above 1.5 lakh rupees, you can save another 50,000 rupees by investing in NPS. So make sure that you are understanding the tax benefits which government is giving and utilize that tax benefit. Because we know that after retirement, we get very less. But of course, when we are living in India, we have to obey the tax laws as well. But only because of paying tax, you don't limit yourself to earning money. There are many people when they said that, okay, I'm not earning money. Why? Because I have to pay 30% tax if I earn money. Oh my God, why are you thinking about that 30%? Even if you give 30%, you have 70% left. If suppose you are not earning money, you are not earning even that. So make sure that you have a lot of money sources coming into your bank account, and make sure that you utilize all these options and optimize your tax. And the very important aspect you have to take care, that is your own retirement. That is a golden year because you sacrifice a lot. It is your birthright to enjoy your golden years, that is retirement. So if you wanted to enjoy that, you should not plan at the end. Plan from the beginning of your career. Keep out one portion, only 10%, only for your retirement. Because you don't know what is the future. You don't know about your children. You don't know, because you may be taking care of your children. The next generation, how it comes, how it works, we don't know. And we cannot depend upon our children. So it is my duty to take care of my retirement. It is my duty to enjoy everything in this life. So make sure your golden years are fruitful, joyful. And last, there are another 2 points, passive sources of income. Try to earn more and more passive sources of income, because Lord has given you a lot of talents. Make use of those talents and start earning money. Help other people. Whatever the knowledge you may be having, help other people. And when you serve people, automatically money follows you. And last but not the least, so use prepare a will. Because when you have enough money, you have to transfer your legacy. When you transfer your legacy, it has to be very smooth and it has to be peaceful. Your family members should not fight for your property. That is not you wanted to see when you are leaving this world. You have to rest in peace there as well, right? So make sure that you make an arrangement for that. Because everyone has to leave this world. But the preparation, we have to do it now, so that we have to see our family joyful, with so much of compassion within them, and they are helping each other. This is what it is important in our life. And last thing, if you have any negative beliefs, thinking that I cannot make money, thinking that it is very difficult to manage my money, or thinking that, okay, jitna chadar hai utna pair philao, you can bring new chadar. Okay, learn the skills, upgrade all those things, and make sure that you are having sufficient money in your life, and universe is having in abundance. Take that. How you are taking? Not by cheating, not by harming any other people, by serving the people. When you add value to people's life, people started giving, people trust you, and people started giving what you want. That not they are giving, universe is giving through them. Respect each and every person who is coming into your life, because each individual, every individual is different in their own way. Every individual is different. Every individual is having potential. Every individual is teaching you something each and every day. So thank you so much, Haran, for sharing. This is an informative session. As I was a teacher, I was a government teacher, and I left my government job, but that teaching passion still it is there with me. And I now from 2020, I have started teaching about personal finance. And as I said, I have more than 1,000 plus clients, and more than 3,000 people have impacted through my webinars, workshop. Last time I was there in Kuwait, and I have conducted 6 sessions. It was so joyful when I'm sharing my knowledge with others. And when people are coming and telling me that when I did one online session to Bahrain people, they said that, why didn't you come in my life before 10 years? When I heard all these things, I feel so satisfied. I feel that, okay, whatever my journey in this life, it is fruitful and it is helpful to others. So when you share your knowledge, then only it will come back to you in multiply various ways. Okay, you need not to expect the fruit for that. Automatically, it will come to you. So whatever the knowledge you have, even though if you get some knowledge here, if you are think that this is a knowledge which is useful for other people, please share it with others. It may be sharing this video to others. Maybe you can become a part of our community as well. There are a lot of people who are into our community who are enjoying. And today, as a special gift for my as a gratitude, because normally I charge people for giving this knowledge, because I can give some of the inputs in my YouTube videos, and also everyone can watch. It is free of cost. But when it comes to the personal financial planning, when it comes to giving personalized coaching for each and every individual, it will take a lot of time. And of course, we have to make sure that that time, whichever we spend, it is to be utilized fruitfully. And when you are not paying, you are not concentrating, and you are not changing. And when you really pay for that education, then because it is like this, when you go to a school and colleges, when you pay, then only like you will think that, oh my God, I have spent a lot of money here and I have to get the fruit, I have to get a good job. In the same way, when you are not paying for your personal transformation, you will not so serious. I spent more than 35 lakh rupees my personal transformation journey. And that's the reason I'm here, and I'm able to transform others' life as well. So thank you so much for being here, for each and everyone, for spending out your time and learning from me, giving me an opportunity to being a teacher or coach or like as a friend to share my knowledge, whatever I had. Okay, thank you so much for that. We will meet you in some other live session. Before that, if you wanted to be a part of our paid community members, I'm sharing you a link where you can take part in that, where I'm sharing you my gold membership today for a reasonable price, where you can go and get that, what I can say, that membership, where in that membership we have shared 30-day challenge, where every day you will get one challenge and you can go through that challenge and it will transform your life for definitely. Because every day you are doing one new aspect which you maybe have never done, and even if you have done, maybe you are doing it in a different way, and you will understand in 30 days what exactly you have to learn in personal finance. And when it comes to like 10 more courses which I have created, I shared that 10 important steps, starting from setting the financial goals to having a mindset, like all those aspects which I have covered in different topics. And maybe you can have the in detailed knowledge about those. And like you can, I must say that in 1 month, you can be your own financial planner, because you can take a decision which is right, which is wrong. You need not to ask somebody else, is this investment is right for you or not? And then definitely you can take your own decision. Maybe, of course, for the financial expert, maybe you can come back to me later for doing your financial planning or wealth planning or any questions if you have. that you can take that part later. Okay, so that is what which I am giving, which is just 9,999 for our financial freedom mastery. I'm sure that while completing that, all those things, you can master your personal finance. Okay, then if you wanted to earn passive sources of income, that is another part. First, my humble request, master your personal finance. Unless and until you master your personal finance, you be a slave for somebody else. Somebody else is taking decision on behalf of you. Don't do that. Don't let others to take the decision on behalf of you. You are the boss. You are having all the responsibilities to take care of your personal finance. Please take decision by yourself. So this is what which I missed in my education system. This is what I learned from my mentors. This is what I am seeing when people are understanding about personal finance. When they do their financial planning, they will transform their life because they exactly know what to do. Then they can concentrate on their job, their career, so that they can earn more and more money. So I wanted to educate the entire world. How many people I wanted, I want, before I leave this world, I wanted to impact at least 1 million people to build a strong financial foundation for them and for their families so that they can secure their future. So with this regard, I have given the link. If you wish to take part in that, if you want to be a part in my community, and lot of that, along with that, you are getting lot of bonuses today. One is you will have one-to-one clarity call with me, which is free of cost. Otherwise, I'm charging for my one-to-one clarity call. And second one thing, you will get a PDF of the entire steps which I have explained. And third one, you are getting some Excel sheets where you can maintain every day your expenses, not only expenses, lot of other things. It is more than 15 Excel sheets, which is really required for your day-to-day life. And like all these courses, like 30-day challenge, 21-day money mastery, like wealthy mind mastery, we have discussed about wealthy mind there, particularly about mindset we have discussed, and all these other courses which you are getting it for free. And the investment, this is an investment which you are doing, it is hardly 9,999, and later for your entire lifetime you can able to understand what is right and wrong, and you can take a wise decisions there. Okay, thank you so much for each and every one for being here and listening to me from last 1 hour. So thank you. I truly appreciate your time, and I love to see you inside my community. Thank you so much, guys. We'll meet you another time. Till that, bye-bye. Please share, and please share this like and share this link to others so that whenever during their free time, they can watch out this. And this offer is there only till today. So you can have this offer. If you come back later, I cannot able to give the bonuses. Okay, the bonuses which I explained, you are getting bonuses only till today till 12 p.m. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, Dr. Modi.